there's a need to cry out your name. In my longing I feel incomplete. Oh, what a shame to try in vain. All we can do is light a flame, a burning candle, to remember the times we've shared in our lives. Light a flame, a burning candle, to remember love for you. Should light a flame, a burning candle, to remember the times we shared in our lives. Light a flame, a burning candle, to remember the love that never will die. Light a flame, a burning candle, to remember the times that live in our minds. A burning flame, a burning fire, to
Hey folks, sorry it took me so long to get to you tonight. What is it, 10:30 almost? I'll get a schedule going by Monday. Well, that's tomorrow. Oh well, guess I better get my schedule by tomorrow. But you know, it takes me a minute to get in front of the camera and actually be prepared to talk about things. There's some new changes to the Flock of Angels website. Let me show them to you real quick because you might want to participate in some of this stuff that I'm doing tonight. There we are. Well, you can't see it yet, but I'm there. And you can see it now. Okay, I'm on the Flock of Angels website. Let me get out of the way. And I'm not going to click that because we'll get a bunch of feedback if I do, but this is the screen that you're watching. And if you scroll down, you're going to see a button. Here on the big screen, it's right here. It says join. Don't click it yet, but I'll tell you when to click that button. Okay, and when you click that button, you'll appear on a screen. You'll appear on this screen, matter of fact, but it's dark because there's nobody there. But anyhow, and another addition to the page is, if you scroll down, you'll see a new face, that AI face right there. Look at that pretty AI face. And she's wearing a t-shirt. Now, if you click the t-shirt, any other t-shirt that you see, you don't see any tonight, but if you ever see any other t-shirts, if you click it, look what happens. You can buy it right then. You don't have to go to any other stores or nothing, or no other websites. Boom, it's right there for you. And that's about it. Now, tonight, I just wanted to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there today. All the mothers, maybe I should say happy Mother's Night, because it's night. Many of you mothers are probably burned out and sleeping because of all the things, cool things you did today with your families. My mother's dead, so I just think about her and text my sisters, and that's pretty much it for me on Mother's Day. I'm getting prepared for Hell Month. That's coming up. 32 days until the vigil. We start the countdown in the 32 days. And if you click the Compassion Act, which I just did, it tells you what the Compassion Act is. And for the 32-year anniversary, we want to do something powerful with that number. Count down 32 days and maybe get some sports teams to like put the number on vacation or something, or either retire it altogether. And that's what the Compassion Act is. There's other ways to show compassion. You'll figure it out. Now that T-shirt, that one T-shirt that, what's with the feedback, Jack? Okay, I apologize, folks. This is a ghetto setup that I have here. It's not the best equipment, but it's the equipment that I have and that I'm getting started with. Maybe someday, hopefully, I can upgrade my equipment. What do you think? Be a good idea. Now, let's talk about this ritual, okay? Let's get into it. Talk about this ritual. I guess I call it a ritual because it started with me, and I'm like a ritual dude. I do rituals all the time in the moon and in the daytime, at night. I'm just a ritualistic type person. And you got to understand that the bad guys have made rituals sound like something negative, right? Because they do so many satanic rituals and evil things. And evil people know about the energy of the ritual. That's why they keep it a secret and make us think that it's bad, and they use it against us. But I'm not here to preach tonight. Okay, but this is a ritual, and it's the practice of doing something over and over and over to get an effect, right? So the purpose of this ritual, the vigil ritual is to spread love and to do it in a certain way. So we have a way that we've been doing this ritual for the past 30 years, almost for me, and it's always been the same. We use the same music. We play the same 2 songs, Heart and Soul and Flame, written by moi, both of them, but I had help on both of them too. So Flame was written by myself and Jonathan Moffett. That's Michael Jackson's drummer, the one that's on tour right now doing all the cool Michael Jackson stuff along with that movie. And the second one, Heart and Soul, was written by my sister and I, Jules. And on the Vigil's webpage, those 2 versions of the song are the original versions, but you're going to hear many versions of those songs because I took the original versions and put them into Suno, which is an AI program that rearranges them and puts them in different genres very fast. If I were to try to do this stuff with the music, the old school way, it would take years to get it done. I get it done in minutes, get a song done in 8 minutes. It's very cool stuff. So thanks to AI, I'm getting the music out. Thanks to AI, all the music you'll hear on this broadcast is mine because it's all broadcast ready. It's mixed, mastered, and everything. And, I'll get in the studio with some of it, but I'm not trying to get in the studio and record all my songs. But so as far as the ritual goes, we use 2 songs, and everybody plays them around the same time. So that energy that we're doing over and over every year, it's right there all the time. So what we're doing here is it's a world light vigil, which is a world light ritual. We want to spread light to the world, and through this venue, through this event, through this tragedy, it's an opportunity to spread love and to spread light. And a lot of times these negative situations turn into to situations where positive aspects happen, and that's what we're trying to do here. Now, I'm a musician, right? You know, I sing and play music and make people dance and stuff, and for me to be involved in this and how I got involved was another ritual. Now, this ritual here started on a hilltop, actually, and then it kept getting worse, right? It kept growing. Then it wound up on a mountaintop and full moons and stuff. And I'm going to show you. Now, normally when I say get my podcast together, all these pages will be lined up. I have my story all lined up. I'm winging it tonight, okay? So this is my site, messagemon.com. If you click the crop circle over here in the corner, it's going to take you to the mountain, and this is where the ritual started. It's because I strongly believe it's because of what I did on this mountaintop, and the things that happened after the visit to the mountaintop. Now, I can get into this story a lot deeper, but I'm not going to. You can go to my website, messagemon.com, and like I said, click that little spinning crop circle over here in the corner, on the left-hand corner at the top, and it'll take you to this page where it shows you this is a mountaintop. This is the hilltop to the right, started in Dana Point, and that hilltop ritual evolved into a mountaintop ritual. So from the hill to the mountaintop, and you can see that that's a long drive. That's 15 miles up a dirt road, and the wilderness is not my place to be, right? So for me to drive 15 miles up a dirt road and spend the night, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 11 times on 10 full moons, that's a ritual. So after the first half of my ritual started on the mountaintop, that's when strange things started to happen between me and the Browns. You know, this is when the families collided. Now, even before the ritual, we had many close encounters. Me and the Brown family, and the Harris family. You know, we played across the street from their home for 2 years. Never met them. They'd been in the restaurant many times. We never met them. Met OJ in that restaurant once. Then that restaurant burnt down with all my equipment in it, and it stayed burnt on that stage for 4, maybe 5 years before they finally sold the place, because the place that I was working for didn't have any insurance. So my shit got burned up. I didn't get reimbursed for it, and it just sat there burned. And I would drive by. That was in 1992. I had a Coast Highway ritual. Every time I would drive by that place, I would pull in, and I would pull in the parking lot and peek through the window and look at my equipment still sitting on this stage burnt, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, that it sat there. So that was another part of the ritual, one of the rituals that I would do. But I never met the Browns right across the street from their house. And after the murders, I would see Denise in that parking lot walking her dogs, and I didn't meet her then. She saw my dogs, I saw her dogs. I might have waved to her once or twice, but we still never met. You know, I didn't have a reason to talk to her. I always felt like, man, I just see purpose. So up on top of that mountain right there behind me, I was doing my, clicking bracelets together and doing all types of ritual stuff that ritualistic people do, and so after the first, I went up there, I started on June 1st, June, July, August, September, maybe October, I don't know, I have to check. It was probably 4 months, no, it was 5 months. 5 months, 1 year, 5 times 1 year, 6 times the next year. So that year, after my first 5 months, they ended in October. Come January, something happened, and it was because of that ritual. It was exactly what I prayed for. Now, I'm not going to get into that because that'll blow too much of the story, and you won't want to listen to the rest of the story. But, got to keep you coming back. But it's because of that ritual that I just explained that everything happened after that. It's like my prayers were answered. on top of that mountain because I was praying or meditating, whatever you want to call it. And I think back then I had more of a Christian faith, so I was praying to who I thought was up there, and I may have evolved on that, but I was still praying. That doesn't matter. Somebody saw a nigga on top of a mountaintop clicking bracelets together and answered the prayers. Okay. Now, who it was, we'll figure that out at some point. But anyhow, what happened after that is how my story really starts. This is how that's what brought the Browns and the Harris family together. And then that's what put me on my path, the path that I'm on now, why I'm doing what I'm doing today. You know, I do a lot of memorials for people for some reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm a witch. I don't know. Maria's going, don't say that. Ooh, witchy man. Witchy message, man. Yeah, you can call it that. But, you know, that's just being spiritual, I call it. They call it witchcraft because they wanted to make you think it was bad, so you didn't know that you had spiritual powers. That's all witchy is being aware of your spiritual powers. So, and to me. And so anyhow, that's the beginning of the ritual. Then I ran into the Browns. They started doing a ritual. I started doing rituals with them. You know, we're still doing the same ritual here this day, 32 years later. It's really amazing, and I'm honored to be doing it. And I love being able to use my gifts and talents to put together things like the websites and graphics and music and stories and songs and wrapping it all up into one so it entertains and helps and enlightens people. That's the purpose of the ritual on the mountain. That's where I wound up, or that's how I wound up here today, doing rituals. So we have a ritual that we're getting ready to do. Matter of fact, it starts 32 days before the 32nd anniversary. We're going to be doing things in 32s and see how that goes. I think it's going to be some really cool things happening going on. Now check this out. This is my phone. Oh, it's right here. Now, I'm going to have you click that button. Let's go back to Flock of Angels, and you can click that button. You're already there if you're watching on Flock of Angels. I mean, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to the YouTube chat tonight, so don't be leaving me no messages that I can't get. I apologize, but I don't have all that hooked up. I'm just, I really want to test this. We'll find out if anybody's out there paying attention because this is really simple. Okay, the Flock of Angels. I mean, I made it as simple as you can, but that button, you'll be able to click in on that button and here we go. Okay, as you can see, I'm surrounded by darkness. Darkness is all around me, and it's this simple. Now, I got my cell phone right here in front of me. Matter of fact, I'll even take it off the stand and hold it in my hand like you're gonna do. Here, I got my cell phone right here, okay? It says join, so I'm gonna click join. Then it says join room with camera. You push that, hit start, and I'm in the room. Okay, so I turned off the microphone on the phone because we get all kinds of feedback being in the same. But this could be you, so until somebody else comes in the room who can talk to me, I'm just gonna do like this for a bit, and play a song. And maybe I'll even dance to it. Let's see this there. All right, let me get this song ready. The song's ready. Let me just find my cursor and play this song. And it won't be that one.
I remember the times of our
See, this could be you dancing on the screen instead of me, but that's all right. Now these rooms hold about 20 people. So during the vigil, we're gonna have some of these rooms open so people can actually come in and video chat with each other and actually appear on the show. I can view all of those rooms in my control room, in my producer panel. Okay, now I'm going to go to my producer panel. Get out of the way. So let me see which one I'm in. This has got to be the control room here. So as you can see, this control room has one guest in it, and it's me over here. So now, when people actually come into the room, I'll be able to see who's in the room. They'll be in the room talking. I won't be in the room. I'll see them. Then I'll be able to pull them out and put them on the screen and talk to them. So it's a really cool feature. I haven't really, given it the maximum test. Like filled up a room and see how it acts with a bunch of people in it. And that's my purpose. Like coming Monday and the rest of the week. I've only been on this software for 2 days, but it's really cool. And I can click back and forth between the room. So now you see how big that is. That would be the person that I'm interviewing. So I would be like talking to that person, no matter where they are. And we're going to be testing this, so please get ready to have some fun. I'm dialing everything in. I want to launch this in a couple of days. The 32nd day before the vigil is the 12th. Today's the 10th. So this is going to give me, a day and a half maybe to really fine tune everything. See, host, interview. Let's go see who's in the room who we're going to talk to today. Oh, just me. I'm already talking, so I can't talk to myself, right? I could. I look good in all three screens too. Wow, amazing. If you want to know my age, I got a birthday coming up. I'm going to be having my 69th birthday, August the 1st, at Mozambique in Laguna Beach. Yeah, that's right. I play in a band. I got a family band. And I'll tell you about them sometime because they're part of the story. Now, before I go, I want to show you one more thing. Okay, and it's not on Facebook. like I say, folks, when I actually get into the broadcast, all of this stuff will be planned out. You won't have all this downtime between one thing and the other. And we're going to start doing productions. Right now, all we've been doing is live, and because I want to get the live thing down, but we will be doing a lot of productions, so those will be much smoother videos. You know what I mean? And I won't have to work all the buttons live by myself. Everything will be like boom, 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 boom. So watch for the production videos. They're coming out. We're going to go into production real soon. And up till now, there's been no production. See, like this, like what was I looking for? There's a lot of stuff going on the screen. As you can see, I got a lot of tabs open. Oh. It's quicker if I just type it. Oh, well, hell with it. Lost my train of thought, but once again, that's okay. I'm going to be like getting out of here and playing some music. Maybe I'll come back later, but the music will keep playing, and so you can keep listening to it and keep figuring out which song you like. And it's like a radio station, kind of. You know, they have a playlist, they have a rotation list, and I got a rotation list right now, and it's going to change. That's what I was looking for. Folks, I'm really old, so bear with me, okay? Thanks. Thanks very much. You guys are too kind.
Time will bring change. Still I find it so hard and true. Nothing can bring you back again. So I surrender to the hurt and the pain. Though I try as I do, there's no substitute. Life can never be the
Got the blues in my spirit that I'm trying to understand as I struggle through this life. My heart still makes demands. This blues that I'm feeling is getting hard for me to ride. I keep talking like I'm fine, but my tongue is telling lies. Spirit blues, yearning in my soul, ready for something different before I grow old. Got the blues in my spirit, but I'm keeping control. cracked frame on the shelf. Tired of every old promise that I keep breaking with myself. Clock keeps ticking, but it don't keep time with me. I'm stuck halfway through a prayer that I never dared to speak. Spirit blues, ooh, burning in my soul. Craving for some peace before I grow old. Got the blues in my spirit, but I'm keeping control of my mind. These spirit blues won't break me, no. Yeah. If there's a way out of this room, shine a light, let it be shown. If there's a hand that can lift me and take me to my new home, yeah. Spirit blues, ooh, churning in my soul. Craving for a new world before I grow old. Got the blues in my spirit, but I'm keeping control of my mind, of my mind. These spirit blues won't break me, go. These spirit blues won't let me go. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. No glitter, no trees, no shopping spree. Just a quiet fire burning inside me. The gifts we hold are wrapped in bows. It's a deeper love that only grows. Yeah. Take away the rush, the noise, the fuss. What's left is cosmic. What's left is us. Mary Christ without the M-A-S. No distraction, just pure consciousness. Deep in my spirit, I've passed the test. Mary Christ without the M-A-S. No candy canes, no flashing lights. No Santa Claus and reindeer taking flight. A manger low where kings did kneel. A moment too pure, too real to conceal. Strip it back to where it starts. Feel the fire within our hearts. Mary Christ without the M-A-S. No distractions, just pure consciousness. In the stillness, I've passed my test. Mary Christ without the M-A-S. Christ left messages that priests ignored to hide us from our spirit, and how it soars when we come together and figure was raised in the matrix, taught you versus me. Programmed to guard my heart, suppress the energy. Locked in the cage they built, couldn't break myself free. Chasing empty bags, blind on what I couldn't see. They taught us to win, but taught us alone. Every soul for themselves, a kingdom of stone. Scared of the starlight, scared of the unknown. Building up walls till we forgot our true home. But 11:11 hit different, the numbers align. Cosmic love frequency beaming through my mind. Wish they told us from the beginning what we'd find. They should have told us from the start that all we need was a golden heart. Love everybody, love everything. The happiness it brings. No fighting, no calling names. All the people in the world will love the same. No evil people, no starting fights. Everybody just doing right. Cosmic love beam, feeling that. Our golden hearts been torn apart by lies and dark deception. Hiding the truth about our birth, our true divine conception. Religious chains and media games keeping us separated. Frequency wars behind closed doors, the truth is always waiting. But 11:11, the portals open, feel the light descending. The veils within the loopholes and the madness finally end. Imagine if they told us straight, you're stardust, you're eternal. Your heart's a sun, you're not alone, your love is supernova level. No more us versus them, just one collective us. No more broken trust, no more program fuss. Waking up from the dust, from the centuries of rust. Realizing love is law and law and love, that's a must. They should have told us from the start that all we need was a golden heart. Love everybody, love everything. So much happiness it brings. No fighting, no calling names. All the people in the world will love the same. No evil people, no starting fights, no doing wrong. Everybody just doing right. No more shadows to cast, no more living too fast. A peace designed to last, a future freed from the past. No enemies to fight, only wrongs to make right. Basking in the light of a golden heart, so bright. Can you feel the frequency shifting? Can you?
Okay, there shouldn't be any feedback. There should only be clear audio from this microphone. I turned all the headphones off. I turned everything off. The meters are registering just perfectly. It's coming in a little bit hot. Now, this is still a test. And if you're watching, thanks. But don't watch this shit. I might say something funny, though. You never know. Because I'm a funny motherfucker. Did I say it on I can say that. You know, doing this, hosting this podcast, me hosting this podcast is like, it's going to be like having it hosted by a comedian, right? Like a Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock type of dude, you know, that's going to be me once I get into it, once I get into the character. So I'm going to go over here to my control room and see if I can turn myself down. Because right now it seems like it's really hot. It's going hot into the meters. So I've got a volume on each guest. Check 1, 2. Yeah, I brought it down a lot. That does work. Now I can yell. It's not going into the red. So the volume is working. If you want to see where I did that, it's over here in the control room. Here, there's a volume for each guest. Each guest gets a window, right? So there's a volume for each guest. And this volume seems to be doing just great. I got it nice and hot, or I could bring it down. Yeah, it's working. Works great. Testing live. I will edit this video. I'm going to do some editing on YouTube. I've never done it before because I've always used, real editors. Premiere, CapCut. Is that a real editor? CapCut's badass. I like it. So that works. I'm in studio mode in OBS, so I see two screens. So I prepare one screen and slide it over, but now I'm just going to get out of studio mode and just, now whatever I click shows up, right? I don't have to go through those extra steps. It's like a computer screen. It's like I'm working a computer and broadcasting at the same time. Anyhow, folks, I've got many other things to do. And thanks for listening. Keep coming back to flockofangels.org. And because every day the site is going to change. There's no update, especially in the next couple of days. And even as we start the podcast, the broadcast, you're going to have to watch it from flockofangels.org or YouTube. And it'll depend on the type of podcast that it is. I mean, do we want to have all podcasts where someone is always interacting? Maybe when you do live, you should, right? And that's why pre-production is also good, so we don't have to do that at the time. And you can cut shit out, If you fuck up, you can cut it out. If somebody says something they shouldn't have said, you can cut it out. Kind of like the media does, Anyhow, much love to you once again. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and see that the comedian wanted to say Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there, and Happy Mother's Day to all you motherfuckers out there too. You know who you are. You know exactly who you are. So you tell me, is the comedy good? I mean, should I keep the comedy in there? Can I be myself? Because I say some wild shit, and a lot of times it's funny, and that's all comedy is. I want to keep this whole, because what we're doing is, it's not funny, the things that have happened, the things that people are will be grieving over. There'll be a lot of grieving. People are going to be talking about their loved ones that they missed, no matter how they lost them. And it's going to be a time for that. But somebody's got to keep it on the up and up. Otherwise, I'll be slitting my wrists. We don't want to do that. So I'm the one to keep you entertained and keep you laughing and dancing and smiling and clicking and buying and doing whatever else you want to do on this website. flockofangels.org. This is Message Mine. Out. Oh, let's go say goodbye to the room. And to the people in the room, we want to say goodbye. Hey, goodbye, man. Goodbye. Oh, they couldn't even hear you talking on the other one. Maybe they heard you talking to that. We'll check it out. I'm out of here, folks. Peace out. I'm still learning how to work this stuff. So, I should have it all figured out by the 12th. Peace. Man, get your teeth fixed. I did. That's why they look like this. That's why they look so good. You should have seen them before I fixed them. You think they're bad.